Hi guys, this is John from John's Pipe Journey, and today I'm doing a video of my favorite tobaccos. I've got notes because there's a list. So first of all, I would like to say I'm smoking two of my favorites, the Savinelli 673-KS's. This one is a smooth Fantasia model, and this one is a rusticated Roma Lucite, which is the Matches Friday special. And in them, I'm smoking my two favorites, Boswell's Countryside and Boswell's North Woods. And sometimes I can't decide which ones I like better, so they share #1 ranking, I think. Thanks, Greg. I first got Northwoods because I kept hearing people raving about how wonderful Frog Morton's was, and it was long gone when I started smoking a pipe. Now it's been about 17 months ago. It was January of 2023. So #1 and 2 is Boswell's Countryside and Northwoods. Most of the time I think Countryside's my first choice and then Northwoods second. The next one in the top 5 is John Wilkie's Crystal Palace. And also Ken Byron's Burley Morning Pipe. And then Seattle Pipe Club's Plum Pudding Special Reserve Flake. And I think the 5th one is Galwith Hogarth's Innerdale. Those are probably my top 5. And I'm sure there's other tobaccos that I like really well, but I keep... they're in a cabinet and I can't see them very well, so we kind of get lost in there. But I just wrote down the ones I could think of, and Country Squire Rivendale, Seattle Pipe Club's Rainier Levant, GLP's Westminster, MacBaron Presbyterian Mixture, Peterson's Nightcap, Peterson's Early Morning Pipe, Peterson's Old Dublin, Peterson's My Mixture 965, and Robert Lewis's Tree Mixture. Oh, and also Seattle Pipe Club's Plum Pudding Bourbon Barrel Aged. That's kind of a long list, but after the top 5 or 6, I kind of like them all the same. Like on some days, and I don't know if it's because I've eaten something different or what, or I smoked something else. One that I thought I really liked, it just seemed kind of like okay. And other days it's phenomenal. I think maybe, or it might be something I'm drinking it with, I don't know. But Right now, that's my top group. Like this one right here. Oh, I'll try this one. These are both really good. Thanks, Greg. This one's Countryside. I think what it is also, when I think one is just so-so and I really liked it before, I'm finding maybe it smokes differently in different pipes. So it seems like a daunting project to try every single blend I have in every single pipe I own. But what I think I might do is start a journal and write down what pipe I smoked what blend in and whether I liked it or not. So maybe I can narrow it down to where, like say I only smoke Northwoods in this pipe, or Crystal Palace. Most of the ones I like are non-aromatics. Rivendell is a light aromatic, and so is Innerdale. And those two I would only smoke in either one of my corncob pipes or a meerschaum. I never smoke anything that has any kind of flavors or anything in my good briars. However, I don't know if I would even notice ghosting. Here's one of my favorite cobs. It's an emerald, but I changed the stem. This is an acrylic tortoiseshell stem from Vermont Freehand. Now, the next time I buy stems, I'm going to buy a green one for this because it's an emerald and it had a green stem. I didn't like the stem, it was too short, and I had this one already, so that's why I stuck this one on there. It wasn't because I picked it. However, it does look good with the brass ring. Missouri Meerschaum makes a phenomenal corncob pipe. I added extra polyurethane on this part, had no polyurethane on it. I put some on it so you can see it's shiny, and I added one more coat onto here so it's a lot shinier. My other favorites, this is a Shire. Right here you can see I put epoxy there because this came loose, but I put polyurethane on the stem and on the bowl. I also darkened the bowl slightly with black magic marker, and then I sanded it to kind of lighten it back up. And this is their Dune series stem. I happen to get one that they're supposed to be bent. This one didn't get bent. But this is probably my favorite shape of all the Missouri Meerschaums. And the other one I have with me is the Crimson Gentleman. I like this one real well too. And once again, polyurethane on both this shank here and the bowl. And then this has a red tortoiseshell forever stem on it. Really like this one. I don't know if you can hear that woodpecker. It's a red-bellied woodpecker. Well, it's been over 11 minutes, and I got my list out for you. If you haven't tried Boswell's Countryside and Northwoods, you owe it to yourself to try it. They're my top 2 favorites out of everything I've tried. They're non-aromatics. But I think that if you liked aromatics and you hadn't really tried non-aromatics, those would be 2 good ones to try because they're pretty flavorful. Anyway, until we meet again, God bless.